तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to our today's webinar of Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai presented by the management of Franchise India with an aim to introduce you with a new brand every day at 12 o'clock. Today also we are back for new business opportunities with new brand, especially for all of you. Before we move it forward or we take it forward, I would want to just take you through towards the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, you know the process, the people who are joining on regular basis, but I'm sure there are always new people who join us every day. For them, I would want to repeat it. If you have any questions during the webinar, instead of raising your hand, I would request you to please write your question into the Q&A window. We will take up all your questions post this presentation. So our today's brand is a special brand because this brand is not as a usual brand. We are into services, and this brand is also into services. They are providing salon services, but how it is different from the other salon service brand, that's what I'm going to tell you about. Tiny Shiny, India's homegrown salon brand for kids. Tiny and Shiny is the coolest chemical-free modern kids salon. Their team is trained in the art of child-friendly hair care and makeover. They commit to provide an all-round haircut experience in a lively, fun, and family-friendly environment with entertainment such as fun chairs, car, DVDs, gaming, consoles, etc. Today we have Ms. Dipti, founder at Tiny and Shiny, on this panel to tell you more about the brand and the business opportunities available in market for all of you. Dipti ji, I would like to welcome you on this panel. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I would want to request you, as your brand's name itself is, quite unique, and the brand itself is different from the normal cello brands because you are servicing kids. You're not providing cello services to the, the normal people, or I would say the adults. It's especially for the kids. So I'm so excited, and I'm sure the people who are watching you live, they're also excited to know more about the brand and the opportunities available. Over to you, Dipti ji.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, panelists, esteemed guests, and potential partners, I'm truly delighted to welcome you on this webinar today. So allow me to share my screen and let me know if my voice is clear. Yeah?
Yes, that's clear.
Okay, great. Give me a minute. Okay. So before we dwell into the world of Tiny and Shiny, I want all of you to think about a regular salon. We all need grooming, right? So in regular salon, where we all go to, usually, they offer services such as haircuts, coloring, styling, chemical treatments, right? Often the environment is designed and is suitable for grown-ups. Now, even the focus as far as safety is concerned, products are concerned, these are all targeted to grown-ups. Even the staff trained are actually trained to handle queries and haircuts for grown-ups. Now, I want you to enter in the world of Tiny and Shiny and see how we do things differently.
Mr. Barber, how are you? I would like a new hairdo. Clip and trim and cut away. I want to look nice today. Mr. Barber, do your best. All my friends will be impressed. Trim and cut and clip it here from the top around my ear.
So as you can see, we have transformed traditional salon visit into an adventure zone where magic happens with our themed chairs, colorful decor, engaging distractions. Like if you go to regular salon, they don't offer any distractions, right? All grown-ups are glued to their phone. But for kids, in our salon, we have all of it.
Mr.
Tiny and Shiny was born out of passion for providing a safe and enjoyable grooming space for children. We started with a single salon, and that is there still in Navi Mumbai. And through dedication and deep understanding of our market, we have grown into a successful brand that resonates with parents and children alike. So our mission is chemical-free, fun, safe environment for family, and the vision is very clear. We want to keep pure and natural grooming for kids. Going further, what is Tiny and Shiny? We got a glimpse of it. Now let's see. So it's a child-centric salon, particularly designed for kids. Our target or clientele is the youngest ones, and making it comfortable, welcoming, so that grooming becomes a magical affair for them, and they start enjoying from the young age itself. Experienced stylist. All are stylists. They know haircut, basic haircut, advanced haircut, but they are trained further on how to handle children, all kinds, be it ADHD, special needs, all the children on our environment is inclusive environment. So we want all the children to feel special. They all should feel very happy and go out of our salon with a bright smile on their face. And that makes families also happy, parents very happy. Dry haircuts. So Tiny and Shiny, we don't offer any shampooing or anything that can. Kids are sensory sensitive, so we don't want to touch them on too much. We distract them. We do a dry haircut, and it's the fastest and the neat haircut. So no discomfort of shampooing, then towel, which is often shared. We offer wide range of services, from trendy dry haircuts to makeovers. Like, the whole idea here is you come along with mommy or child or daddy or daughter, anyone, and get ready at our salon. We use organic makeup products on kids. An atmosphere. I was comparing with a regular salon, right, where we all have experience. Now, if you enter in Tiny and Shiny, it's really vibrant, very engaging atmosphere. You'll be very happy to see there's nothing dark, nothing too out of place here. Everything is very child-centric and they feel very homely or very engaged. Positive association with grooming. As I said, we all love grooming, right? When the kids are young, usually mummies or daddies do haircuts at home. Now, grooming is some manner which from very childhood we want our children to instill. How about making it more fun? So we want positive association with grooming, and that is what we try to instill through our salon. Family friendly, it's not only for kids. With kids, you like parents, mommy and daddy can also get their eyebrows, beard trimming, haircuts done. We do advanced haircuts for mummies also. So this environment is really for a fun outing where all entire family can have a good time together and still look very good. safety and quality, because it's related. We ensure everything is done with topmost safety, and hygiene level is really at its best. So all the scissors, comb, we sterilize them before we use it on the second next child. Special occasions. Now, we are not only making haircuts memorable, we want them to take it as takeaways also. So sometimes, at age of 1, 2, kids visit salon and it's their first haircut. So we give them a certificate. It's digital certificate. We also give them a hair lock in a bottle, which is a takeaway for them as a memory. And if it's any occasion that they want to get ready, our environment is suitable for all these things. Why tiny and shiny, right? Proven success. We have already made a splash in children's salon industry with a unique concept and stellar services. So if you see our customers, we have more than 50% returning customer. We have positive word of mouth because number of references we get, we track each and every inquiry. And this actually helps us to track it down to, the revenue part. Because each parent coming to our salon um, is potential for parties and potential for makeover. So this funnel has given us, proven this model really works. You can visit our Google business page and read all our reviews. We have got all 5-star ratings. Reason, we are a process oriented salon. We have process for everything so that the quality remains static. So from day one, the kind of reviews we got, even till now, we are getting similar or even better reviews. We never, touch wood, we never got any negative reviews because when the child enters, we focus on child. And that remains our focus all throughout to make it really memorable for them. Innovative marketing. So you will benefit from our marketing expertise, materials, and strategies, which we, occasion to occasion, we tweak it and we make it relevant for our parents. Proven business model. So we will provide a turnkey business model, including salon design, equipment procurement, staffing guidelines. We have from staff contract to everything is very much in place. So you will get a big help there. Low overheads. Your salon format, this dry haircut approach will help you to have operational cost at the minimum. You have to maintain the stuff. So this will help you have maximizing your profitability. Growing industry. So children's industry is booming. Like, India is really having one of the youngest population in the entire world, and we are the most populated country, which is a boom for us. Here, we need to create an awareness among parents, and it happens when they visit. When they know how this salon is different from the others, they do understand that is how the word of mouth grows. And in child-centric industry really helps. As you can see, the grooming, it's going up, up, up. By 2027, it will be at 31.1 billion USD in India. Less mile. So you will be creating magical moment for children and parents alike, making every day at work a joy. So we also do a lot of CSR activities where our staff goes and give free haircuts. It's a way to treat all children to get, at same level. At the same time, we want to bring smile on each and every child, irrespective of background. Passion for excellence. At Tiny and Shiny, we are not just a brand. We are a family with a shared passion of, for delivering exceptional service to kids. So this is a small testimony I want to play. We have been covered in media also. Just give me a minute. I'll just play this small video.
एज पेरेंट्स हम बहुत ढूंढते हैं हमारे बच्चे के लिए सबसे बेस्ट जगह कौन सी है। तो मुझे इस चीज़ का बहुत पता नहीं, मुझे बहुत प्राउड फील हो रहा है, बहुत अच्छा फील हो रहा है कि आई एम अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस। एंड यू नो देयर समथिंग लाइक दिस ओपन इन नवी मुंबई, जहाँ पे हम बिना कुछ सोचे अपने बच्चों को ला सकते हैं फॉर देयर मेकओवर्स, फॉर देयर स्टाइलिंग, एंड वी डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट you know chemicals being around. It's a very kid friendly zone, जहाँ पे बच्चों को बैठने के लिए डिफरेंट टाइप के चेयर्स है ताकि वो लोग बच्चों में पेशेंस बहुत कम होता है, तो यहाँ ऐसे एनवायरनमेंट में they'll feel very good, they'll feel secured, and it's a very fun experience I feel. So I'm definitely going to get my kid here. As parents हम बहुत ढूंढ
So going forward, fact I want to share. So we are first chemical-free salon. We are child-centric salon, first child-centric salon in Navi Mumbai. We are the only salon which offers makeover counters, which is very popular for Barbie party, princess theme party, rockstar parties, and we provide organic makeup and nail art in those parties. Now, this is very important for you to decide. So here you can see area requirement is 300 square feet. Even if it is around 300 or little less, we can still do. You need to have minimum 3 stations. Total investment is about 15 over lakhs. Franchise fee is 3 lakhs. Royalty is 10%. Average ROI is approximately 90%. And contract period is 5 years. Yeah. So support-wise, we will be providing you marketing and sales support, recruitment and training support, advertising support, operation support, and account support. So we follow smart. We are in a smart world, right? So we have salon management software which will be shared with you. So you can track your trend, your how's the point of sales going on, everything with just an app. So all the inventory, everything is included in that software. So it makes most of your operations and accounting very easy and very seamless. Focus on passionate entrepreneurs. So you need to have strong financial background, because when the salon starts, it takes little time to break even, right? So initially you have to have that little deep pocket, because operations cost not much, but the salary is there. Individuals with integrity and ethics, passionate, devoted to managing business, these are the basic requirements we have. And you can also have one tiny and shiny at your location. Yeah? I'm happy to have any questions. Let me know, yeah?
Well, thank you so much, Deepti ji, for coming on our webinar today. And I thank you for presenting this wonderful business model to all our investors who are watching us live and also attending our webinar. So friends, I'll request all of you, whatever questions you have, I will also answer some questions which I already see in the Q&A box. But I'll request any questions that you have on the overall business model, please write in the Q&A box. I'll be happy to take these questions with your name and also your location of interest. So primarily our focus is Bombay as a market. So you can mention if you have any property or location that you have access to. We'll be happy to confirm if these locations would make any sense or viability for us. So Deepti ji, we can remove the presentation. I'll start with our Q&A. And just to give a also understanding about the industry at large, if you look at the children hair salon business, it is a growing industry and pretty much, I would say, thriving globally in all parts of the world, especially when you look at countries like US, Canada, UK, Germany, Australia. It's a big, business which is very, very evolved. And as a matter of fact, there are no companies which have a leading market share in the industry. So which means somebody who takes the first lead has a potential of, gaining a market share. So also the kind of locations, mostly if you look at even global brands, typically these would be residential areas and also areas or hubs which have a lot of schools, where these salons are kind of, positioned.
And also, if you look at the industry overall, the industry, not only with respect to salon, but overall, when you look at how the modernization has happened in the industry, so we've moved from very organized segment to organized one, with especially brands like salon chains, which have come up in the last 2 odd decades. And now, we're moving towards specialization, right? So, which is a very key factor and a differentiator in contributing, to a value creation which the brand brings. So today, the evolved customer also needs a specialized and customized offering, and that's where Tiny and Shiny comes in. When you look at the business model, typically it is not a very large format. These are very tighter spaces which are created, but very, very efficient spaces, which means with the 300 square feet, your throughput comparatively would be higher. The overall investment is about 15 odd lakhs, so which includes a 3 lakh of franchise fees. And there's also a component which goes towards your basic branding, interiors, equipment, and chair. We'll also take more details from Deepti ji on the breakup of this investment. So Deepti ji, if you want to give maybe a broader, a breakup of, where this 15 lakh goes in. We saw some pictures of your salon and where would this 15 lakhs come in? So typically, how many chairs do we need? What is the average investment that we take towards interiors? And post this, I'll take some question on how, unit economics in a kid salon business works.
Correct. So thank you, Sonia ji. So salon typically has a range of equipment that you need to have, like different kind of razors, different kind of scissors, different safety, gadgets that we have to keep, because मुंडन बहुत ज़्यादा कराना, बच्चे लोग आते हैं, so in summer's time majorly, so we have to ensure the safety. So in fact, the chairs that we offer has to be very safe. The quality has to be really good. So we cannot go for any compromising in the safety part. So the chair are also high end. So no accidents happen. So the cost goes in ensuring that. Apart from that, we also have the interior is done by a designer who will be taking up, the brand further. So every corner has to look not only bright, has to look very picturesque. It's a world of social media, right? We all know that parents, when they come for haircut, their mobile is up and they are taking videos and uploading also. So it has to be designed. So design, again, you cannot compromise. It's a one-time investment that you do and you do best. So, all the mirror, everything is made, keeping children like no sharp edges. So all that is done. You see, Tiny and Shiny is just not a salon; it's a commitment. To make children feel special. So there's a toy area. All the toys should be having those sensory, those cognitive, all those parts should be covered. There is a component of tablets or those access to them. So these things will be covered within that 15 lakhs. Rent, of course, they have
that comes
to
as a part of operating expenses.
Absolutely. Correct. But when the setup is done, it will be totally turnkey. So all these things will be done. The storage space, unlike any other salon, you won't find so many cabinets in our salon because we don't want it to look like too heavy there. Plus, we do makeover parties because for salon business to thrive, you need to have a component of chemical, which we don't want to. So we have makeover parties, which is a unique concept in itself. So when we go to parties, there are certain things that you have to have, like a portable mirror with all the lightings, a lot of makeup stuff, which has to be really good quality again. So we will procure all these things for you so that when you're just ready to start with.
Absolutely. Now, coming on the unit economics, typically, which means what are my revenue sources? You talked about the core revenue that comes in and also about makeover parties. So what are the overall revenue sources? And also, if you can make us understand the service mix, right? So of all the service offering that we have for a child, typically, which are the services which get us a higher margin or a higher revenue, and how is that segregated is one, and the other would be also my cost of product, right? So if and typical potential of a salon, so which means that salon business unit economics or throughput is calculated by number of chairs we have, and
Right.
typically how many times each chair would turn, right?
Right.
So what is our unit economics? How compatible is it to the industry standards? If you want to share some insights on that.
Definitely. Typically, unlike any other salon, it's a portable salon. So we want children to have maximum, reach, and any grown-up salon, the range for haircut would be about 600 to 1200, right? For grown-up haircuts. Here, mummy haircut is at about simple one 350, advanced one 500, because we are not using any shampoo, we are not using all those kind of things. So average bill size for me is about 400. I tell you how it breaks up to. We sell more packages. So a child comes to, especially for boy, they need haircut in every 3 weeks. So we know in every three, and it also assures a return customer. So we sell packages for girl, boy, both. Even for daddy haircut, we do sell packages. Um, we also know till the age of 10, parents will be celebrating birthday party. So when they enter salon, we do pitch them about the services that we offer, which is birthday parties as well as makeover. So if any occasion they want, especially for working mothers or any mother for that matter, to get ready with children for any occasion is a challenge. So what we do, we send our staff to them or they can visit our salon. So this really gives us a help, and it's a trusted brand for them. So they know, they are child safe, they will do it. There's a bond that is created. So we get a lot of makeover clients from our existing client base. So a one child visiting salon brings us, father haircut, mother haircut, birthday party opportunity, and makeover. So this makes our revenue go higher up that way.
Okay. And what is a typical ticket size that we charge? And also on the chair turn, typically how much do we have in our current business? And maybe you can take an example of what we currently do at our existing salon.
So our Sundays are very, I'm talking about the maximum first. So we have about 50 haircuts. Okay. And on lower day, we have about 10 to 12 haircuts. Now these chairs, we keep 3 chairs, 3 stations, but we keep four special chairs. So one chair is for grown up and kid, and other 3 are car, jeep, and bike. We let a child decide which chair they want. So working stations are 3, but the other station is kind of makeshift. They can actually choose, and then we just have to move, and they can have haircut as per the choice. Because a child coming visiting our salon, we have to ensure next time there is something for them to take away. And Sonia, for me, you see, per haircut, cost involves in the lollipop and the balloon that we give them as a reward. So there is cost there, but children love it. That is one reward they always look up to. And Tiny and Shiny is also famous as a balloon wala salon. So yeah.
So in a month, how many, overall, I would say children are we catering to? And your APCs and how much?
Around 300 kids a month.
300 kids a month.
Yeah.
So which means that average we are doing at least about 10 haircuts every day.
Yes.
And
But
service
weekdays it's on a lower side,
higher,
weekends it's
absolutely.
on a higher side. Yeah.
And but what is our ticket price that we charge? The
So,
average ticket.
see, it depends. If the entire family is getting haircut done, it goes about 1200, 1300, like that. And most of the time, that is the case. But on Sundays, it's always kids first, right? So that is something. But average ticket size is 400 on an average. Average bill.
That's cool. And Deepti, for a salon of a 300 square feet, what do you think would be the ideal, revenue or throughput that should be targeted? So overall, revenue from the outlet, including all the services, I would say, and largely your core business is children. And what are my other expenses, right? So which means what is my cost of product itself? How much is that? Typical rentals that should be considered, and maybe other expenses, which is your staff. etc. And what becomes our bottom line, So if you want to assign some percentage to it or some absolute numbers, this would really be very helpful.
Right. So per haircut, the cost incurred is around 10 rupees. 10 rupees is just the, as I said, lollipop and the balloon and the sticker that we give. It is within 10 rupees range, plus the manpower used. Now, manpower used is, if I have to divide, it doesn't, per day it comes to about 600 or 500 to 600 per day staff. So that staff is going to be used for entire day, right? For other haircuts also.
Correct.
So that is the only cost and the rents. So even balloons and all, you are not buying per day basis. You are just buying in bulk and keeping and giving them. So operations cost is not really like any other salon. It is very minimal. It is majorly the manpower because it's a service oriented, which is why we spend more time in training our staff so that they are actually our product. The staff becomes how they deliver haircuts, how the process is involved, and that makes them a star. So for us, especially in Tiny and Shiny, each staff onboarded has to undergo training, intense training, and that is how they come at par to deliver that kind of quality.
Helpful. Deepti, I'll take some questions, and before I go on to do that, I'll request if you can also share with us what is the top priority markets for us. If you're looking at Bombay or even outside, you can mention the cities, and if within Bombay, which are the potential locations, or I would say micro markets that you see where the opportunity comes from.
Sure. So Sonia, you want me to address first, or let's take questions first?
You can let me know what cities, because I see some cities also mentioned in the Q&A. I see one of our partners, Himangji, talking about Bombay or outside Bombay. He wants to know. I see somebody. We have one of our friends from also North India. So if you can advise maybe the priority markets, and if we also within Bombay mention 5-6 locations where you think there's a big market where you get requests perhaps, but we don't have our services available in those cities. Those pockets.
We are located currently in Navi Mumbai. I have clients coming in Mumbai. Those who know we are in suburb, and we have clients coming in from Lower Parel, from Borivali, and they keep asking us, when will you open there? You see, so it is because children get used to it. Children get, they want Mera wala salon, my salon, that way. Like mommy has salon, daddy has salon. Why not? I also have my salon. So it is relevant in every market. Mumbai, especially in western side, we have a lot of inquiries coming in from parents demanding it to be there. In central Mumbai also, and western suburb. In Thane also we have a lot of potential. Pune is another city which is a sister city close to Navi Mumbai. But this concept is not only relevant for Mumbai or surrounding. It is relevant for someone in Chandigarh, NRC area, or where the parents value children to have their things, like wherever time zones are there, wherever pediatricians are there, where parents are aware that children need their space, children need their own go-to places. So this is very much relevant product, and it's a very simple product. So just we want it to with good quality in service. So relevant in any market, honestly, if you ask me.
And typically, what rentals do you foresee? For a 300 square feet, what is the ideal rental per square feet one should look at?
I think it should be around 15,000 onwards. So 12,000, 15,000 onwards.
Largely, I recommend, and you recommend, we should be around the neighborhood because that's more convenient, which has a big cluster of residences around, especially where we have apartments. I think this model should be very, very successful.
Sonia ji, shopping malls, me usually as a family we all go to, right? So we are currently in shopping mall. In like other countries, if you see in Singapore, US, UK, most of the places they are in a shopping mall because बच्चे
Yeah.
वहाँ पे जाएंगे ही जाएंगे. And then if you take them to get grooming done, why not?
Well, I have a question. I'll start picking some questions, and friends, you can write in. I'll take questions on your behalf. I have a question from Miss Monica G. This is especially on the staff, right? Say it might be challenging for managing kids. So, do we have special requirements for the staff and the training which is given by the company?
Yes. So they need to have patience. Now, most of the it's a blue collar job. Maximum staff which we get actually they want to work in chemical salon. So we have to really, it's not very difficult to find them, but we need to be very clear on the attitude or aptitude that they have. And they have to understand that here they need to first cater to children, grown-ups also, but non-chemical so. If they enjoy that, then definitely this is the place. And makeovers also, like makeover parties. We do makeover parties, we do birthday party, end to end also. We have partnered with event companies. So this gives them opportunity to be in the thriving. It's absolutely children's home. If they need not be a parent, but they need to just enjoy the company of kids. If they have the childlike attitude, they are the best.
All right. I'll also take a question from Mr. Kaushal Seth. He's asking about, okay, I think that was recruitment of the staff. How would that be appointed? Is any assistance given by the company in doing
Yes.
the appointment? Is one question, and maybe I'll club another one also. Is on the entire supply chain, including equipment, chairs, is there a central supply or the franchisee can procure based on the specifications of the vendors given by you? So these two questions I'm clubbing together.
Definitely. So the chair is weight wise. So we have to see a child who's a year and a half or three can fit in a smaller chair. But a child who's 40 kg will not be able to fit in that, although they all look very attractive. But for child safety, we have to divert. So we have to have a bigger chair, uh, fun chair, but safety wise, it should be able to take on the weight. So we procure because we learn on the way, and this was a safety standard. Since I'm Singapore based, I had to follow that same standard even in our salon. Now, coming back to the training is very important. We will ensure each and every staff representing Tiny and Shiny is trained through and through because it's not, it's a consistency. You see, a parent visiting next time, you may not have same staff, but they expect same quality. So it cannot be person specific. It has to be process specific. The child should feel happy and really, invited. So that process is in place, which is why from day one, I highlighted on training and the process part. So that will be shared with you definitely.
Helpful. And Dipti, what is the age group that we cater to? And out of that age group, which is our biggest target audience? And I'm sure we might cater to a broader age group, but I'm sure there is a bigger audience that comes to you.
Right. So maximum we get children below the age of 5. So 4 months onwards till the age of 5 is a major market. And then we have kids coming in till the age of 12. See, after age of 10, children, they like to go for a bigger salon, with mummy salon, that kind. But at the age, till the age of 10 or 12, this is typically a right place for children to visit. But as I said, it is, open for everyone. So the mummies and daddies and elder sisters also do get their haircut done because it's dry haircut and the range cost is nominal.
And how about markets outside Bombay, Deepti? Is that something that we would like to consider at this stage? If there is a serious interest and a great profile that you might want to consider?
Absolutely. As I said, this brand is relevant in any market. So we'll be open to any other market also.
Well, and I'll take a question from Mr. Ravinder Ji. While we talked about the average ticket size, he wants to know what are our charges for children for cutting.
Okay, so for a boy haircut, we charge 200 rupees because they need frequent haircuts. For girls, we charge any any haircut they want is at 300. So it is pretty much nominal.
All right. Helpful. TTG and friends, you can reach out to us. We'll share a hotline number, our email ID in the chat box. So anybody who's keen to get more information or maybe want to even have a tour of the existing salon, please to let us know. We would be more than happy to get that facilitated for you. And before we close, Deepti, I'll request if there's a message that you want to give to everybody listening to you, which could be on the opportunity and maybe the industry at large.
Thank you, Sonia ji. Thank you, Neha. Thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to the possibility of partnering with you. And you see, like I am a mother of 2 kids, and I honestly believe children need non-chemical salons. Children need a safer salons, which is the need. We don't want them to be exposed to a place where station next to me is getting bleaching or coloring done. The smell is not good for kids. So also instead of getting haircuts done at house, why not to give them a good experience, right? It's a good fun way to groom them. So I'm looking forward. Together we can bring smiles and confidence to the children all around. So I'm open for any location where you think you resonate our brand identity and ethos. We'll be happy to have you with us.
Great. Thank you so much, Deepti ji. And I'd like to thank all our friends who joined in on the webinar today. We'll share our coordinates in the chat box. And I'll repeat, our hotline number is 9717683838. You can WhatsApp on this number. You can leave your details. And also our email ID, which is feedback@franchiseindia.in. And our teams in Bombay are leading the project. We have our project lead called Ruhi, who is working on the entire project and would be happy to speak to any potential partner who wants to get more information. Thank you once again, Deepti ji. And before I close, I'll request Neha to kindly take over. Neha, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot, PG, for joining us today. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow also, we are coming up with our new brand, Ladek, which is electrical and electronic waste management company from Kolkata. They are into waste management of electrical and electronic waste. If we talk about the webinar link, I have shared the same into the chat window. You can register yourself by clicking on the link for tomorrow's webinar at 12. You can join us sharp. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on afternoon. Have a lovely day ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Deepti ji. Thank you, Sonia ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you.